Hey guys, I am so excited to dive into the 4 phases of a proper warm-up today. So those 4 phases are 1, physically get warm, 2, self-myofascial release, 3, dynamic stretching, and 4, activation. The purpose of a warm-up is to physically raise your body temperature, get the blood flowing through your muscles. This is going to optimize your workout, prevent injuries, and also promote longevity and mobility. So we want to be able to move, exercise, and just feel good for as long as possible. So phase 1. Phase 1 is just getting physically warm. That means we're getting the blood flowing through our muscles, maybe breaking a light sweat, getting our body temperature up, basically letting our body know like we're about to work out. So you're warm. Now what? Phase 2 is self-myofascial release, and this is like foam rolling, self-massage, trigger point is sometimes what it's called. You can use a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, or an actual foam roller. Now what you want to do is apply consistent pressure with the foam roller along the muscles in your body. You can do your arms, your legs, your back, your hips, your glutes, your calves even. Almost every part of your body you can foam roll. People often are confused about what foam rolling actually does, and they think that by applying pressure on the muscle, it's like your muscles are rubber band and you're like physically or manually warming it up. But it doesn't actually work like that. Your body communicates with your brain, and your brain sends signals to the muscle to let it know it's safe to relax, and then your muscle can actually relax. So when you initially apply pressure to your muscle with a foam roller or a lacrosse ball, your muscle actually might do the opposite of what you want. It might tense up and contract, and in that case your body is like protecting itself. It's letting your brain know that like we're not safe, so that's why it's not relaxed. But with the right amount of pressure and consistent foam rolling, it will relax. So the key is not foam rolling. It shouldn't be so much pressure that you're in like tremendous pain, but it shouldn't be too light either. You have to find that right balance in between, and we'll be able to stretch a little bit further. Do a whole video on foam rolling and even using a lacrosse ball to like loosen up different parts of your body. Drop a comment below if you're interested in seeing a video like that. But that's phase 2. You can go really quickly, or especially over the parts of your body that might feel a little tight or sore from a previous workout. Phase 3 is dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretches are like moving stretches. I also like to describe them as putting your body through the exact motions you're going to do in the workout without any added resistance or weight. Just using your body weight or a light band depending on what it is. Before lifting or adding resistance, you want to make sure that your body can perform the exercise with proper form with full range of motion. If I'm training just lower body that day, I want to focus my dynamic stretches in on my hips. I want to open my hips up, make sure my hamstrings also feel good, and my calves and ankles are nice and mobile, because you're not going to be able to get full range of motion in a squat if you have tight ankles or hips. So I'm going to show you some of the dynamic stretches that I do on leg day to open my hips up. all like a brief stretch, relax, brief stretch, relax, brief stretch, relax. But I'm definitely feeling like warm and more limber. Now on an upper body day, I want to focus more on my rotator cuff, so all of the muscles and tendons that make up your shoulder, and also my thoracic mobility. So that's the ability to move my thoracic spine, which is like this area of my body. So I'm going to show you some dynamic stretches for that area of my upper body. Okay, and lastly, we have activation, which even though it's an important part of the warm-up, I consider it just part of the workout. And it's always specific to the type of muscle group that you're training for that day. So for upper body, I like to activate my chest, upper back, and rotator cuff, doing push-ups, row variations, rotator cuff rotations, inchworms. I'll show you some right now. You want to use a mini band like this. You can get a pack of these for like 20 bucks with like 3 different resistances. I love the Perform Better bands or the hip circles. You want to just put that mini band just above or just below your knees and just do some body weight squats, glute bridges, some lateral walks, some kickbacks, donkey kicks. The possibilities and variations are endless, but it's going to serve the purpose of waking up those glute muscles so they're ready to squat, deadlift, lunge, whatever you're going to do for lower body for that day. Covers it. I hope that helps you learn how to better differentiate your warm-up and tailor it to whatever muscle group you're training that day so you can save time. And if you are in a real hurry and you need to cut that 10-minute or so warm-up down to even shorter, think about getting your heart rate up faster. Things that are going to get your heart rate up really fast are things like a jump rope, an assault bike, maybe even rope slams, the elliptical, or bike on a high resistance. And then take your foam rolling down to just a couple muscle groups and focus the majority of that shorter warm-up time with your dynamic stretches. That's going to be the key. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be releasing videos like this every single week.